Hello, everyone. Welcome to the card read for the week. We've got a lot going on this week, so every day will be a different kind of reading. I'm going to keep to the same kind of cards as last week, using the anything with the word light in it, or representing light, the angels, healing with the angels. So yeah, let's see. We just started Hanukkah last night. We've got solstice on Wednesday, a new moon in Capricorn on Friday, um, and then we've got Christmas Eve and Christmas Day this week. So it's definitely a busy time. It's interesting though, because when I sat down to, I usually get some sort of inspiration about what's the week gonna look like, and it's gonna be busy this week with all the happenings and goings on. But energetically, it feels like there's lots of stuff that's going to be happening too. So the sun is quiet today, but it continues to keep uh, blasting us with a lot of uh, heavy, big solar flares and solar winds. So we're just keeping an eye on everything and seeing what's coming, but definitely feeling like there's something, you know, pretty big energetically that's shifting. So let's take a look at the overall week and see what what we have in store. Like I said, I'm kind of like I usually have some sort of inspiration or a point to make, but there's so much going on, but not going on. Like it's almost like we just we just don't know. Like I feel like I just can't tap into the answer, which is okay. Oh yeah, okay. So our first goings on for the week is perspective. So yeah, it's not really Earth that she's holding there, but I feel like it is for this card. It's like all the little colors and shifts are coming in. Um, so it's just taking a look at it. She's also, if you really look, this she looks pregnant, like pregnant with the new, and it's the universe of stars in there. So it's definitely indicating that stuff is shifting and changing. The new is waiting to be birthed. So yeah, like it's just giving us that notice that it's like, you know, again, stand back and just observe and just allow these changes to come in. I think, yeah, because when we're like right in them, like when our perspective is like right immersed in Earth right now, um, it's very three-dimensional. There's a lot of crazy things going on. There's a lot of upsetting things. There's a lot of, um, gosh, like even for me, just like really distracting things going on, um, and really trying to lower the energy, right? So it's just asking us to take a step back and hold it out in front of us and see the big picture and just understand that, it's that caterpillar butterfly thing. Like we don't get to the new without a little bit of friction and a little bit of stress and change. So, as this old energy dies out and is shifted, it doesn't look pretty. It's not fun, and we're not having a great time. I know that. I know a lot of people are really, I don't even want to say suffering right now, but we're just struggling. Struggling's more the word I'd like to use there. Um, so it's just asking us to step back and take a look at the bigger picture and change our perspective on things. Because instead of seeing it as, chaos and destruction, stepping back to realize it is chaos and destruction, but that has to happen to birth the new, right? She's pregnant and she's ready to birth the new. So whether that's Mother Earth or Sophia, the God, Godhead of the universe, like there's we the only answers I'm getting is that it's changing and we just have to, we're going through the birth canal. We're having this baby, and birth is a beautiful process, but it's also messy and it can be chaotic and all of those things. So just step back, check the perspective, and again, continue to be the observer. we can put the observer into things too, right? Like we're still doing the work, but we can put energy into facilitating a calm and peaceful environment, right? So we also got, oh, that's funny. This is the card I pulled. We got the star card, which is I am always growing with wisdom and spiritual knowledge. Yeah, so we're still doing the work, even though when we step back and observe, I just wanted to, the hermit was on the bottom, and I just want to, it kind of caught my attention. I journey to a place of solitude to deepen my understanding of self knowledge. Yeah, I feel like this is the solstice card. And kind of like because the solstice and the new moon are really close, it's like finding the light within us, not out, not externally. And then yeah, the new moon is in Capricorn, so that's structure and plans. So I've been getting that call too. It's like, what do I want to do moving forward? And I know it's tough right now because we're not seeing a lot of results about what what is going to be the shift and what's going to happen. But it's definitely like, yeah, change our perspective, step back, observe what's going on, and start the planning of where we're going to be heading. Even though we don't have the full roadmap of information, it's important to know within what your heart desires and like what you want to feel and hear and see in the world, right? All right, let's do one portal card because I feel like since 12/12, well, even on just from the beginning of December, I think we've just been in a huge portal of change. So that one's definitely okay. So we also got this is funny Toth Toth. Everybody says it differently. Um, yeah, he's been coming up a lot in a lot of people's readings and a lot of people's information. So the light codes are light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. So yeah, in the story of Toth, like he came and uh, basically taught the Egyptians, how to write, how to like just bringing in so much teachings. There's like lots of amazing writings on that. So if you ever want to look into that, and I think that's those light codes are starting to come back in for sure. Um, and we're awakening to our divine magic and divine potential, which is that's what that says at the end. So just keeping allowing an open heart and allowing the light to come in, um, and just integrating it slowly day by day. It's not something, it's just easier if we can even spend 5 minutes a day on the heart opening and allowing that light to return. So after the solstice period, at the darkest day on Wednesday, then the light is slowly coming back in. So just, I think the season, and even with Christmas and that whole concept and the new moon is just, we're supposed to be letting this light in and integrating it. So that's our biggest job, I think, for this week. Obviously, if you celebrate Christmas or even Hanukkah, like things are really busy down here on Earth this time. So we get distracted from our, you know, we've got a lot going on with family and friends and events and things like that. So if you can, I would say over these next 7 days to just take that moment, 5 minutes to just breathe and feel the love and energy in your heart. Um, and just, say, I am ready to receive the light and integrate it. So even if that's 5 minutes, it might just preserve all of our sanity. So let's take a look at the whole week. I will put the moon reading in, as always, separate, and I might switch the cards up for the solstice one. We'll see how this reading goes. So let's get started. All right, let's look at Monday. So we started Hanukkah yesterday. Oops, there. Um, so yeah, again, this whole week definitely focusing on the light coming in. So we'll see what is in store for Monday. Okay, so Ooh, okay. We got some good, powerful stuff coming in here Monday. Solar plexus chakra. It's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Nice. So this is just starting to key us up to like, as well as like opening the heart. Um, you want to keep that solar plexus stoked up too, because it stokes the fire and keeps us moving forward in powerful and positive ways. So we also got manifestation power. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. And then it's funny, we got Lady Nada, which is the heart awakening. Awaken to accept, to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Yeah, that's interesting. A little bit of what's coming up these last week, couple days, or things like that too, is this masculine and feminine energy and the twin flame thing. I'll let you go read all of those. um, just so much changing. Um, so it's making sure those are in balance within us too. So that's just, again, a lot of that is about giving, it is about giving and receiving of energy. So making sure that for everything you're giving to others, that at some point it's being reciprocated or you're getting it from another source like self-love and self-care. We also got soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. The thing I like about this card too is that again, with that twin flame energy is like some of you may be meeting people that are you feel an instant connection with. And a lot of the twin flames are coming together at this time because and it's not a love thing. It's just two souls working together for their mission. So you might find that like Monday you connect with somebody that's in your, like they say, in your tribe, right? Um, and again, it's that call for us to start to work with people um, that are doing the same work, and that we are looking to, manifest again. So stoking the fire, working on ourselves, opening the heart, stoking up the fire with the solar plexus chakra, like making positive, powerful uh, changes to move forward. Manifestation, manifesting what we need. So yeah, it's just like the beginning of this, like start to take these steps. We start with ourselves, we do heart and solar plexus, we manifest, we ask for what we need, and we start to see the people that we're going to start working with. So yeah, that's an interesting day for Monday. That's a lot coming in, but you might find that's happening to you. And if you don't like, don't panic if you don't have a twin flame. Like some of us may not ever meet those people in this incarnation, and that's totally fine. But it's just about making sure you are doing your solo work, that like why you came here, and what we're doing. So that's Monday, getting the work done. All right, let's have a look at Tuesday. Yeah, it's funny. Like normally I have a like not a nervous anticipation of things like when energy is starting to build, but I just like I have no in inclination what's about to come in. Um, it just feels like change is coming, and just trying to get yourself in the best place possible for that to allow that in. Okay, so Tuesday we got God box, which is write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper and put them in a special container called a God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that this week. Like I feel like it's been difficult to get things, like I said, it's difficult to like envision a future of what you want when we don't really know where things are headed. It's a little disconcerting right now. So it's just that thing of like keep asking for help from divine, from your guides, from your angels, from a higher source. Um, yeah, just keep asking for what you need, like emotionally, physically, and spiritually as we go through this, like, because I think it's just going to be like really, it's like we're learning a brand new job. We don't know how to do certain things. And it's a bit of a learning curve, and it can be discouraging sometimes. And so just keep asking for help. And we got answer the call, which is, what is your soul calling you to do? I would say that's a lot of like what, what, um, yeah, like doing some soul searching. It sounds like we're still in that place where it's like, these two, I would say, like, this is a good writing exercise. So if you're looking for some way to kind of really delve into this as a practice on Tuesday, maybe just, sit down and start writing and this is purely writing about what we want to see, like more emotionally and spiritually, rather than, what job we're going to have and that kind of thing. You can certainly do that, but I think things are going to shift in a way where it's going to change how we're doing things. So, and then we also got Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. Yeah. Um, that to me, though, is more of a kind of like, there definitely on Tuesday is going to be some kind of shift with us on the planet. So it can be physical, like we could get, an earthquake, or we could get a big solar flare that, just stay connected and grounded to Earth. So if that's what's going on Tuesday, um, it might just be a good day to, like, if you're not doing anything, to just take a break and breathe and write and just feel and get it all out on paper. And yeah, I mean, sometimes it's not an easy, like, um, we don't take those moments right now. So yeah, this to me isn't more like about grounding or something going to happen. It's just like we need to connect back to Earth to see, to start mapping out the plan of like what we're doing. But we're kind of a little in the dark till Wednesday, so the light by the end of the week should start to reveal more to us. So and hopefully it'll start to make a little more sense on where we're headed and what we're supposed to be doing. So yeah, but spend that time just, talking to yourself and your soul and what you want to see. That's Tuesday. All right, taking a look at Wednesday, which is our solstice day. I'm going to read the cards, same cards I've been reading, but I'm going to do some of the fairy tarot here and just get a card for the overall theme of this solstice as it's coming in. And yeah, maybe Wednesday night I do have to work, but maybe I could go on late at 9 o'clock and I might even just do a live to do a check-in and see how people are doing, and maybe do a more, a bigger read. All right. Okay, so we got Princess of Spring, which is optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let creativity take flight. Yeah, so I've already, at this point, starting to see the theme of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the solstice. So this is about stoking us up and getting us doing our work, which is starting to plan for the way things are going to look. So whether we're doing that through writing or just daydreaming or intentioning, any of those things. So it's just asking us these first 3 days of the week to make sure we're keeping our focus on what we do want to manifest, how we want to feel, what we want to see coming up. So, yeah. So it's the same as always, continuing to do the work, but it's not, again, it's not that like the deep dive uh, work. It's just, yeah, just taking 5 minutes to write things down a little bit. And yeah, interesting. Yeah. Okay, so we also got, we're kind of having a repeat. Manifestation power again. Use your spiritual gifts and natural ability to attract your desired outcome. So again, maybe just spending some time. again, really being creative and thinking about what we want and being optimistic. Like, I think a lot of us right now, it's like when you don't know what's coming in, I tend to go a little more pessimistic, and try to stop myself from doing that because I definitely don't want to manifest in a bunch of terrible stuff. So, um, I think it's just, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and leading up to the solstice, is doing those heart activations and allowing the light in, but also being very cognizant about what we're thinking, what we're dreaming about, trying to be as positive and optimistic as possible. Like, if this baby's going to be birthed today, which is Wednesday during the solstice, or it's coming down, even if it's just like entering the birth process, um, we want to we want to feel that like anticipation and joy that birth brings, not be living in fear and panicking, right? We got soul family again, so we've had again with the cards. So um, yeah, just all this week, keep connecting with the people you meet, that have your back, that are energetically aligned with you. Um, Basically, and I'm really getting the strong sense if there's anyone in your field that is sucking your energy from you or your power, or just, you know, making you not feel good about yourself, um, just turn the volume down on them. You don't have to cut them loose or whatever, but just, you know, maybe I feel like too, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a lot of inner work and self work. So just tell people, just put your clothes sign up and say, sorry, I need a few days to myself. What did we get at the beginning? The hermit. And that's why it got my attention, because it's almost like, yeah, go within, right? Again, I said that it's funny because I said this reminded me of just the solstice, this dark but light coming in. So yeah, let's really take care of our needs and our work this week. So journey to a place of solitude to deepen the understanding of self-knowledge. Yeah, we're just continually working on ourselves. Again, though, right? We don't have to do it alone, but make sure you're bringing in the people that we're aligned with. If they're not serving us in this process, just just leave it for now. Like, I just think we need to like really, really take care of ourselves this week through this. Well, we also got Sanat Kumara, which is light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So just keep listening. The answers are there, and this light is incoming, and it is enriching all of us. So we just need to like do the work around that. And again, just those moments of solitude so that you can hear your inner voice, right? And we also got charity too came out. Prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and ye shall receive. So funny. That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, it's manifestation 101 this during solstice. So making sure that, we are very precise, and we are that I think what it is that we are doing the work. And by what I mean by that is that we are intentionally keeping it positive, asking for what we need, asking for help, asking for the right people to come in to help us with this, whether those are guides and angels or source or actual physical other beings on this planet that are working towards the same thing. So, yeah, it's just about keeping everything in the most positive and highest vibration of light, and allowing that light to come in and integrate. It's not a little job, it is a big job, but it's just making sure that we're focusing on that. That's what I'm getting, is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is about we've got to carve out these moments to do this and not be thinking unconsciously. There's a lot of people out there, even when you're just driving around, it's like people are operating in this complete unconsciousness, and um we can't do that, because of what they're saying to us is that like manifestation is at an all-time high. So what you're thinking for and asking for is going to be coming in rapidly. So let's not ask for or think about more fear and more destruction and more that. Let's start focusing our attention on bringing in the light and bringing in the new and bringing in all the other great words like the peace and the ease and the grace and the love, right? So, yeah, do your best this week to just keep in alignment and keep our thoughts on track and listening to ourselves because we're the most powerful, like we're the most powerful guru in our lives, right? We need to listen to ourselves and we need to know what we truly want and desire. So that's kind of the solstice reading for Wednesday. So just continuing what we're doing, but really taking it seriously, guys. Like this is coming in, and we have to. We can't just kind of like back burner it and say I'll get to it later because there isn't a later now. It's now. So that's Wednesday. All right, let's take a look. Cards before I pressed record. Let's take a look at Thursday. So this is between solstice and this new moon. So hopefully, maybe we get a little bit of a reprieve day. We'll see. Just a little bit of quiet. Okay. Okay. Two of those. Okay. For Thursday, we first got release, which is work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose, which is great because the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then if we've done our work, we recognize in that time what is working for us and where we want to be, and it becomes glaringly obvious what things are not working. So please release those with love so that we can all start moving forward. Whatever that is for you, it's going to be different for all of us. We also got Mintankan, which is longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. So it's just saying, like, I feel like by Thursday, we'll have a better understanding of personally of who we are and what our purpose is here. So, yeah, let go of what is not serving you in this purpose. And just letting you know, we all are this. We all are these light workers. We all came here to make this shift happen. So, um, by Thursday, with the light incoming, is I think you know, we'll have a good knowledge of our new skills and an understanding of how we tap into them and use them. So, we also got Krishna, which is devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And we also got Green Tara, which is supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Moves beyond limitation and trust. Yes, I feel like that's a lot of like where we get hung up is it's like, I'm not, I don't believe that I'm a light worker or it's everybody else but not me. And so but like I said, we all came here with a purpose, and we came here, most of us, to help with the facilitation of this big energetic shift in consciousness. So just know that you're protected. Things are being, the cords are naturally being cut without us doing a lot of the work. But we need to like keep ourselves going and know that we are this, right? We are, trust the spiritual guidance. Both cards have the word trust in them. Trust, trust, trust. Trust that you are this divine being that is getting divine information. And, really listening to the calling that's coming in, which for most of us is to start channeling in this light so that the shift can happen. So, I know it's easier to doubt yourself sometimes and then just tune it out and not do it. But like I said, yes, in yesterday's reading with the solstice is that, the time is now. This isn't a like, I'll wait and do it later. Like I don't think we really get that choice. So, it's easier I always say it's easier to ride the waves than to swim against them, right? So, go with the flow and trust yourself. Trust, trust, trust. That's Thursday. All right, so this is for the Friday, the 23rd, which is our new moon in Capricorn read. So we're going to read the cards with the cards I always use for the moon. But first, let's take a look at what the overall theme is. From what I understand, it's it's a it's a super moon. I might be wrong about that. It's a new moon in Capricorn. Um, but we're also in this period of, there's a couple other things going on astrologically. I think Mercury just went into retrograde. The 18th to the 21st, we're also with the galactic we're aligned with the galactic center, which is bringing in major incoming lights and activation. So, there's just lots going on. I believe there's a meteor shower. Um, all of that, anything I've read on all these different celestial events is like really like hammering it home to us about manifestation, which the rest of this reading has been all about. So just really, it's interesting because like one thing I read was like, we usually do resolutions at this time of year, like as we're heading into the new year, what are we gonna leave behind and start anew and those sorts of things. And because this new moon is in Capricorn, this thing I read was perfect. It's like, forget resolutions. What is your business plan? Meaning, what is your plan moving forward? Like, it needs a plan. It doesn't actually need like, I'm going to try this and I'm going to let go of this. And it's like, we do have to do those things. But I think the overall theme is like, what do we really want to see? What do we really want to manifest? Let's really put that out there. All right, so the overall theme that I'm getting for this moon on Friday is memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. That's an interesting one. So bringing in, it might be easier to put our business plans together when we have a bit more technology or knowledge of technology. So keep an eye out for that on Friday. That's kind of an interesting thing. All right, we'll do our normal 3 cards of each of the moon cards and see what the overall theme of this moon is for Friday. Yeah, it's just um, yeah, it's kind of funny. Um, uh, we're just. I mean, this whole read has just been about you know, working on understanding that we're consciously manifesting, and to have a plan, because otherwise we're just willy-nilly manifesting. It's not really a great way to operate. And you also might, manifest in something you don't really want, or that's a little more in the negative realm, right? Okay, so the overall theme of this moon, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Thank God. It's been a go, this one. We all know this. So as we're heading into this new year, um, just know that like we're pushing past this point. We also got confidence is your key to success. So again, like with the theme of the other days, just really trusting ourselves and believing in our abilities, and stoking up that solar plexus, and taking action, and revealing ourselves and showing ourselves and all that good stuff. So this is just being confirmed again by the moon that it's time. This tough thing is ending. It's time to step out and show ourselves and start manifesting for good. And then we also got a win-win outcome is forecast. That's awesome. This moon is saying to us, it's like, okay, you've done your hard work, and we recognize, and we're easing up on the thing, but continue to do your work and manifest what you want. But yeah, really starting to show ourselves that we are this thing. Okay. Okay. I got all kinds of cards bouncing around here. Okay, so hang on a second here. They're really slidey, these ones today. Okay, so then we also got the Fire Prince. Basically, the best word on there is optimism. Aggression is on there, but I think that's just like that drive of like, okay, let's go. Let's get this done. Like, it's time to get some work done. Then we also got the Lady of Lightning, which I think we've had just recently before, but it's surprises, sometimes shock, but it's a total paradigm shift. It's just reminding us this change is happening, but now is the time where we need to get going and start working this. And then we got Gaia's Garden. We got Gaia on another day too. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Yeah, it's like, hey, your hard work is paying off and it's time. It's interesting because I think I'm going to take a look at this if I can find it. But I think the card for the new moon, a new Capricorn moon it says it's your hard work is paying off. So yeah, that's awesome. This is a great moon. It's like, it's finally just like we're starting to see uh, the rewards of the the work we've been doing. I'm never gonna find this because I want to find it. Anyway, just understanding that we've worked really hard and we're starting to see things come to fruition. Tough times are starting to end, and the good times are, yeah, the new moon in Capricorn. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. We're going to start to see these tangible, positive results from all of this work. We just got to keep doing the work, and understanding that it's time. It's time to come out, to shine our light, to show ourselves, to know that we are divine and powerful. And yeah, that's awesome. And then yeah, we just need to develop a bit of a plan moving forward. So so we know what we can manifest what we want. I'm going to use these as action cards for this moon. What do we need to be doing for this moon? Yep. Okay, it's kind of been the theme overall. Okay, we got 3 of those. Let's see. We'll just see. Okay, so the first thing we got was leave the past behind. Still in this thing of cutting cords, making sure we've let go of what's no longer serving us. We got be real, and I think that's about this planning stuff. It's like, be realistic, like, but start planning, the future we want to see. And then the last one we got was know you're loved. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's amazing. It's like, it's just the moon is just here to remind us this time that, like, we've got all the tools we need. Um, and, like, yeah, I mean, a little bit more information and technology is probably coming in with this moon. And then we can start to utilize that to building our plan, what for 2023 and beyond. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting moon. I'm really getting that it's that continued theme of us just really listening and hearing our guidance, and yeah, and just realizing that we can then move forward with a plan because we're going to have some more information by then, as to how this is all transpiring and working. So that's the read for the moon. And we'll continue on with the rest of the week here. But so far, yeah, it's just nice to know that all this hard work is finally paying off. Okay, taking a look at Saturday, which for those who celebrate is Christmas Eve. I also think that like these energies are gonna definitely continue through this light, coming in. Obviously, right through Christmas. I mean, that's sort of um, that's sort of the overall theme of the Christ story, right? The light coming in and the potential return of the light to earth. The solstice, same thing. Hanukkah, also surrounding light. And so, yeah, I just think this whole week is going to be very important for all of us. So let's take a look at Christmas Eve on the Saturday. Um, yeah, again, I know we're going to get all uh, into our, you know, events and things and parties and all of those sorts of things. And it's going to be, it's what it normally is. Um, but if you can, like, you know, have 5 minutes of solitude in those days, that's always a good thing. Just even in general to bring yourself back. Okay. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Okay. There's a lot of divine feminine energy coming in right now in this reading for Christmas Eve for Saturday. So we first got law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. Okay, so this is a tiny bit of a warning card too, because obviously we're all going to get thrust into events with people that may not be in our tribe and on our path. Like that's sometimes unfortunately family. So my advice is going to be if, with all these events coming up, um, don't we're not out there trying to like spread love and light to everybody. So, your relationships are changing. So it's like it's kind of that thing of keep finding the people. There's got to be one person in your family that relates to you, and if it doesn't happen, just not to tune it out, but just you're really sensitive and aware of energy. So yeah, just try not to let it bother you and ask for what we need in those situations. So yeah, the holidays. It's always that question with family, right? But we also got again this huge divine feminine energy coming in with these cards, which is warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So part of it is like in the sense that it's like almost like you we need to start showing our true selves too, right? Um, and if that doesn't resonate with people in our family, then their job on a soul level is to leave it, right? So um, it's that boundaries thing from last week. It's like, okay, let's set up some boundaries of like, but this is who I am, and this is what I believe, and like I said, stuff is shifting and changing, even activities like it says activities on there. So it's like if things are not resonating with you and they're making you feel bad, I hate to say it, but it's probably better to walk away or not attend certain things or and make sure your self-preservation is happening during the season because that's more critical than anything if we're going to go through this shift in energy and you're depleted because we let people walk all over us or we let them cut us down or hurt us in some way, that isn't beneficial for us right now. So I know that's tricky with the holiday season, but we also got again massive feminine energy here, the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Yeah, I can't say this any other way. It's almost like you might be having a coming out party, your spiritual coming out party with your family over the holidays here. Um, it's just like, yeah, there's a card in this deck too that's like, don't dim to fit in. Don't dim your light to fit in with your family. It's time to just start showing our true selves, and that's part of this shift, right? And again, as relationships and activities change, if it's just not working, it's just making us like glaringly aware we've got to like not remove those energies, but to let them go. It's just time, right? Have I said this like 3 times in this video now? It's the time is now. That's probably what the video will end up being called. Yeah, you guys, the we're just getting the tap on the shoulder that says like this is happening, and we've got to stay in our best alignment and and just not be dragged down by stuff that's hurting us and not good for us, right? Whether that's activities or relationships. Sacred self, tapping into your sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Answer the calling. It's you have the strength and the power. Look at all this deep, like just powerful feminine energy coming in. So Yeah, that's part of the shift too, is that like, we've been in however many thousands of years of really heavy masculine energy. And it's like part of the light is to let this divine feminine rise. And we have that in all of us, right? So, you know, again, not like casting out family members and just being like, you're no good for me, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, but this is who I am, and this isn't resonating. So I let you go with love. I let you go with grace and peace. I let you go. I know it's a tough one, especially at the holiday season, but I also know how tough the holidays can be for some people because of their, you know, because of the incidents and things that happen with family and friends even. So, you know, at all costs, it's asking us to protect our energy and protect ourselves and know that we're strong, and to just, start to show who we really are. And that is Saturday, Christmas Eve. All right, we're going to take a look at Sunday. I'm guessing I probably won't do Holding Space Sunday, but you never know. All of my family Christmas stuff happens in the morning, so I might be home in the afternoon, evening, and you never know. I might, as a gift, throw up a nice little video. Yeah, throw up a nice little video. Um, who knows? We'll see what inspiration happens and what happens over the week. Oops, oops. All right. Okay, we got two again, and it's funny. I'm not going to read this again. I'm just going to put it up. Manifestation power. Again, I am going to read it. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract the desired outcome. Keep working on what we want to see, what we want to hear. We also got you are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as your physical sight. For your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. Yeah, it's really just so, this entire week is just about getting us to the understanding that we are it. Like, we don't need to seek outside help with this. It's great if we'll all work together for sure. But wow, we are really being called to just like trust and understand that we are these powerful beings of light and love, and we have the ability to map out this entire next stage of where we're headed, and by positive manifestation and bringing the love to the situation. We got answer the call again, which is what is your soul calling you to do? Again, really taking the time to listen. I think that's part of the trust cards that keep coming up, is like we're getting the answers, but we're just not believing that we are capable of this. It's like the gift of solstice and Christmas, and even Hanukkah, I'm being told, is that we are being gifted with all of our natural abilities, gifts, everything, and it's there. It's there for us to like discover. And this is the week of discovery, and we just have to start. It's kind of like I'm getting that whole analogy of like the belief of the season, right? Like the spirit of Christmas, right? The giving and the receiving and all of that. And it's that the true spirit is about us, you know, like we're part of this gift, and we're getting all these amazing gifts, and it's just like enjoy it and start to utilize these gifts. Like you wouldn't get like a brand something you'd ask for on Christmas, unwrap it and then not use it. You've been asking and asking and asking for it, and then you open it up and you're like, not today. We are being given huge amounts of spiritual gifts. It's time for us to uh, start using them. So we also did get a little bit in here about deep replenishment. So retreat, rest, and be held. So do the work, but make sure you're getting adequate rest. I know at the holidays it can also be a big, we're busy, we got a lot going on, we're overindulging. Um, so take those moments to rest, retreat, and gather. your thoughts and look at the gifts you've gotten, like really observe them instead of just, the kid that opens it up and throws it aside like and moves on to the next one, and like the spoiled kid. We don't need to be the spoiled kids. We've got a lot of gifts and we can use them all. So let's look at them. And then we got Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Share your gifts. I think that's going to be the actual title of this video is Share Your Gifts. It's time. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Yeah, it is. It's like, Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's your presents. You are a divine being of light and love, who can manifest and who can bring the love and the light through our heart center into this planet and start making the changes that this planet so desperately needs. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there because I can't even do a summary because that was kind of perfect. So wishing you all the best through the holiday season. I hope you guys, enjoy your gifts, enjoy your love and the peace, and find the true spirit of Christmas and the holidays, which is that, yeah, that we are beings of light and love, and it's time for us to start. So have a wonderful week. Maybe see you for Holding Space Sunday. And yeah, I'm just getting all this overwhelming energy of love, and I send it to you. I send you my greatest love and my greatest respect as you awaken on this journey with me. And we'll see you very soon.